This is going to be a different kind of video, not about Tokyo or Kyoto nor a popular city like that. This is about a different type of place that doesn't get many international tourists, but nonetheless is very important to the Japanese people and to the history of their country. As the title suggests, that place is Kumamoto. On the southern region of Japan, right here in the island of Kyushu, there is the prefecture of Kumamoto, of which the main city, much like Tokyo Prefecture and Tokyo City, is Kumamoto City. It is a little bit far from some of the cities international tourists usually visit, but you can easily get there by taking a 7-hour bullet train out of Tokyo or by taking a very quick 1.5-hour flight straight to Aso Kumamoto Airport. Now, Kumamoto City is a regular Japanese city, as I mentioned, not visited often by international tourists. You will find certain spots that do not stand out much since they are more for the local Japanese people, places like malls and places where you can eat traditional and popular Japanese food. It is a great place to get ikinari dango since Kumamoto is known for that, to talk to the friendly locals and try out some of their other local cuisine. You can go to an alley where, I kid you not, you can get a cup of your sake of choice from a variety of different flavors for only one 100 yen coin. That's a whole cup for less than $1. Now the city's mascot is called Kumamon, and you will see it everywhere since he represents Kumamoto. Even in Tokyo shops, you will see Kumamon items. And if you see him, now you know who he is and where he comes from, the prefecture of Kumamoto. And much like Kyoto, they have a temple for Inari, which is very easy to see. And it is right here in the city's center, right around the main reason why you will want to go to Kumamoto. From almost anywhere in the central part of the city, you will be able to see it. On the northern side of the city, right along the Suboi River, which has the biggest koi fish I've ever seen in my life, there is Kumamoto Castle. Kumamoto Castle was completed in 1607, more than 400 years ago, for Kato Kiyomasa. Right before you get to the castle, you can find his statue. It is said that Kato Kiyomasa was a relative of the unifier of Japan, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and that he was among those who led his invasion of Korea. Being well accomplished in leadership and battle, he was appointed to be the daimyo, or the warlord of the region that is now Kumamoto. And for the record, he was very good to his people and very loved by them till this day. He was not just a leader, but someone well involved in the development of the city and the betterment of the lives of his citizens. From irrigation projects to afforestation projects and construction, he traded with foreign powers and enriched the lives of his residents. Now, the castle is not short of tragedies. Being a real military fortress, it has seen many wars and was burned and reconstructed many times. But the most recent and significant one was not as a result of burning arrows or swordsmen, nor anything having to do with wars. It was caused by nature. In 2016, the region was hit by a series of earthquakes, including one of magnitude 7 that devastated the area. This earthquake destroyed many sections of this historic building and national treasure of Japan. And since 2017, Japan has placed considerable effort and manpower in order to reconstruct it. They are still a long way since they are projected to finish the full restoration in 2038, but every visit to the castle contributes to that goal. The construction primarily fixed the main building, and they did it in a way that created some controversy and division within the people of Kumamoto. They rebuilt it as a museum of the castle and a display of the history of Kumamoto itself. Although it was at a loss of some of the authenticity of many of the internal elements that could not be recovered or reproduced, it is the best way for national and international tourists to learn everything you need about Kumamoto and to have an amazing experience doing so. I personally love this castle, and if you are a fan of architecture or are curious about the construction of the castle itself and the techniques they used, there are areas of the castle where you get to see miniature models depicting its construction as well as how different sections were constructed. You get to learn about the history of all of the clans that at one point ruled over the castle, and if you are lucky, you will come at a time in which you will see a show where very talented actors display military speech popularly used during the era of the castle construction in Kato Kiyomasa. And after, you can walk around the castle's park where you can see in the Ninomaru's rest station at the entrance of the park the actual samurai armor that belonged to Kato Kiyomasa himself. Buy yourself some food and bring it here and have yourself a relaxing afternoon, because that is what Kumamoto is, relaxing, not a bustling and hustling city. Even at night you can see it. It's just a good and normal place to visit with no craziness and with a castle at the center of it all that will amaze you. But as I said before, Kumamoto is not just the city, it is also the prefecture. And in there you can find so much more. So in the next part of this video, you will see some of what the Aso Mountains have to offer. And again, just to close, remember that when you visit Kumamoto Castle, you are contributing to the reconstruction project that they have. And if you want to go even farther to help, when you are there at the Ninomaru rest station where they have Kiyomasa's armor, you can inquire about making cash donations in order to support the restoration project of this amazing place in Japan.